Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek, but I am Penjo. Welcome back to Help Will Come Tomorrow, where our survivors find themselves on their 6th day out here in the Siberian wilderness. And do you know what? It's not looking too bad for our survivors, if I'm completely honest. Given that they are out in the middle of nowhere and it's me trying to keep them alive, things are looking okay. So everybody's got hunger. Everyone's a little bit hungry. They've woken up after a night's sleep and they want something to eat. That's fine. A few people are thirsty. We've got someone who's tired. A few people with injuries. We can deal with those hopefully momentarily. And the base is looking pretty good. We've got a nice base going on that we put together last time. So we've got some shelter, a little bit of a palisade to try and protect us against the wind. Got a little medical area, got the workshop, got the lovely roaring fireplace that we need to top up a little bit. And I think the most important thing that we constructed last time, and we built a great many things, but the most important thing was that thing just there, the proper cooking pot, because we lacked that on our first run through. On the original run through that we did of this, we couldn't get enough clay together to make one of these pots, so the food we had to eat was all sort of raw. We had raw roots and all that kind of stuff. But with this, we've been able to make some proper actual food, like this down here, some delicious soup. I mean, I don't know how delicious the soup is, given that it's made of water that we just, melted from some snow. We've chucked some roots in it and then, I don't know, a dandelion or something. I'm not entirely sure how delicious it is. It's not exactly, Michelin star kind of food, but it's better than nothing and it's very good for them. So that there gives them a considerable decrease to their hunger and also gives them a tiny bit of thirst decrease and also warms them up a little bit as well, which is very nice because it's a lovely sort of hearty warming soup, which is very good. So yeah, that's been key, I think, in keeping everybody with all their action points, keeping everyone's morale up, making sure people aren't starving and all that kind of stuff. The pot thing there has been really, really good. So I think what we need to do is we need to have a look at these injuries here. Because we've got Chappie here and Chappie here are both injured in different ways. So Chappie at the top has got a head wound and our sort of plucky British guy here has got, he's bleeding. So I think he must have got shot. So these two, they got into a bit of trouble when they went exploring. I think we tried to go here and we went for Dimitri's goal. He wanted to go to the back of the train and have a little look around for something. But yeah, we got caught by the renegades. So the renegades took a few shots at us. We ran away and clearly survived, but yeah, we took a bit of damage. So let's sort him out first. Let's sort Edward out. So I thought last time that I tried to use the bandage and it didn't work, but a few people have said, well, you tried to click on the portrait, click on the actual person like you're giving them water or whatever, and we should be able to use the bandage. Now, is a bandage in there? Yes. Okay, so it says there, we use the bandage or care action in the quarantine point. Well, we have a bandage right here. So let's just pop that onto him. So is that going to work? Yes. Okay. Oh, beautiful. There you go. That has stopped the bleeding. Excellent. Okay. And now him here, he has got a head wound. So he loses health every night. Perform wound dressing action in the quarantine point. Can we do that? Wound dressing action. Yes, we can. So we can do that up there on him. So I think we should do that. So you, my good sir, you pop into there. Where are you? Just there. So you do this. Let us do wound dressing on you, material. Now, somebody in the comments as well has pointed out that rather than sort of clicking down here and trying to drag what items we can use onto these slots, we can simply click on the slot and then it filters it down for us, which is wonderful. So yeah, we'll just use some rags and then can we heal you up? Not enough resources. Oh, we need some water. Oh, okay, right, hang on. We can absolutely get on that. She's actually quite thirsty anyway, as is he. She likes doing the repetitive tasks. So let's get her to make some water. We do need to chuck some stuff on the fire. Have we got any more pine cones? No. Do you know what? Bark. That's quite good. Let's just chuck some bark on the fire. Camp visibility has gone up a little tiny bit, but okay, we'll chuck a bit more on. Can we get it on to sort of 40%? Okay, lovely. That's good. And we've still got loads of bark left. There's loads of that left. Okay, right then, madam, please come here and filter some water for us. You like doing the repetitive tasks. So, yeah, get you to do that. So you get some water filtered. And that means that we should do it again, because then we can make some soup and have a drink and all that kind of stuff. And we'll get you to do that again. Because why not? We can just have the water. I don't know where we put the water. We've not got any bottles or anything. I'm not entirely sure. But now I've got water. So now you should be able to go to wound dressing. Come up here for you. Click on that and pick a rag. And then we should be able to dress your wound. So there we go. Oh, look, he's actually got it on his head. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so he's dressed his own wound. He is still a bit thirsty, and she is also a bit thirsty. Okay, right now, I think do we want to try and craft something else? Maybe a proper bit of shelter maybe over here? Just to make sure that we've actually got a bit of cover. Because, we've got a couple of tired people, and it might be worthwhile if they could be sheltered. Or do we go for this? Do we try and upgrade the palisade into something a bit better? Repair the broken part of the camp structure. Is it broken? Why is the palisade broken? Hang on. Let's see if we can build something on it first. Yeah, the palisade. So if we increase this, what does it do? It reduces damage to the camp structures caused by bad weather. Does it help with our cold protection at all? It doesn't seem to. So maybe this could be useful. Get some snares. Because that'll be handy for catching animals and therefore having some meat, which we can put in the cooking pot to make into stews and things, which is nice. So maybe we could do this. The snares make it possible to set up the traps, which give a chance to catch smaller animals. I do like the idea of that. How about we get you two in on that? Okay, he's got a chance to recover his action point. That's very good. Okay, so, oh no. We've only got 2 sticks. We're in a wood, and we can only find 2 sticks. I mean, I can see a tree right there. There's a tree. That's a tree. I've seen trees before, and this is certainly one of those. Why can't we just go and get some sticks from the tree? Fine, okay. So we might need to go a-wandering. We might need to go and have a little explore and just go and gather some sticks, which is a little bit weird, but there we go. Now, there has been an upgrade to the game. The game has been updated, and there is a little bit here that is just saying how cold people are, I think. I think that's what it's saying. So yeah, it's saying that they're equally as cold, I think. I think they're just staying equally as cold. I don't quite know what that's going to show us if they start getting colder or warming up a bit. I'm not sure. Okay, let's have a look then. So where do we need to go? Dimitri wants to check the back of the train. And Edward wants to go and have a look at the camp, the car south of the camp for his weapon. Yes, because he's got Faithful Betty. How about then? Oh, it's just there, and those guys are in the middle. They're right in the middle between the 2 places we want to go. Okay, that's not going to cut it this time, is it? Let's send you 2 out, because you sort of seem to get on. Yeah, okay, that's good. And just go and gather some stuff. Have we not been to just there before? Unknown resources. Unknown zone. Surely we've been there before. That's right next to us. We'll take everything except those, please. We don't want poisonous mushrooms, because that's just going to lead to trouble, isn't it? Have we been to all these other places? Okay, so we've not been there either. So let's explore the vast moor. Anything there? Nothing overly brilliant, but we can make some soup out of it, I suppose. Stones, some mould. Plenty of mould over there. That's good. We haven't searched this area before. So let's have a little look around here. So we'll search that. Now, I think, did that lead to a thing? Yeah. Okay, here we go. So yeah, this did this last time on the first run, didn't it? You have no idea why someone would put a straw scarecrow in the middle of the forest. However, apparently, someone did. A surreal image of a silent idol slumbering under a coat of snow caps doesn't make you feel good. Maybe it's a scarecrow, you say to yourself, but where is the field it guards? Okay, we can ignore it or we can take it apart. I mean, it might have some useful things in it, and no one else is doing anything with it. Let's disassemble it. What's the worst that could happen? The forest idol was assembled from dry wood, which would definitely be more useful in the camp. Yes, indeed, we'll take that. So some rags, string, and sticks. Okay, worth doing. Thank you very much. Do you know what? I think we might return to camp with what we've got, because then we can save the action points and get some building and stuff done. So yeah, they've got loads of stuff. Good job, folks. Well done. Right, okay, yep, done there. Done all sort of expeditioning. Let's go back to the camp. Just looking around at what we could build, I think this might also be a good shout, and I think a few people in the comments have suggested this as well. Make ourselves a proper large water filter. At the moment, we've got this little one here. It's fine. That does the job, and that's okay. It gets us water. But this one here makes more water for 1 action point. So we can use one person to get a load of water and then have them do some other stuff around the camp, which makes things more efficient, which is good. So yeah, I think we should get one of those. I think we should definitely have one of those. So let's have you and you working on that together. There you go. And he might get his action points back because he's working with this chap, which is lovely. So structure, yeah, some stones, that'll do. And material, I think we've got quite a number of rags there. So there we go. Lovely. And optional tool, let's use a hammer. Useful for building. So yeah, we'll take that, please. And let's upgrade to a solid, large water filter. Boom! Here we go. So it looks okay. Is that the quality of the campfire as a whole? So it's gone up a little bit, which is good. And we've got ourselves a proper water filter. Is that it there? It just looks bigger. It just looks bigger than the other one. Okay, that's fine. So now what does it do? Can we look at what it actually does now? If we filter water, we don't know what it does. Hang on. Does it tell us what we get out of it? No. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll try that tomorrow so we can see what that does. Okay, so we've probably still got some stuff left. We've probably got some materials left to build with. Do we want to make ourselves some tools, or do we want to go and try and get that traps thing up here to get some meat? I think that might be a good idea. I'm a bit worried why this is broken. Why is it telling us to repair that bit of the base? It doesn't tell us to repair it on everything, does it? Oh, it does. Repair the broken part of the camp structure. Is it broken? Why would it be broken? They've not done anything. Okay, never mind. Right, let's go up here. I'm not entirely sure if they're broken or not. So we can either get marked paths. That might be quite useful. So that gets us out. That means we can gather some brushwood. That might be handy to keep our fire going. But we've got kind of stuff now. I think we should do this. Let's get some solid snares. So yeah, we can check some snares once we've built this. And we will get ourselves a couple of people working on it. So who do you want to get on this? Oh, it's going to have to be you and you. You get on? Do you know what? It'll have to do. It will have to do because that's all we've got. So yeah, we'll pick a tool. Thank you very much. You've got the string. You got the sticks. Structure. Whatever. Bit of stone. That'll do the job. And then we'll upgrade this to some snares. So let's get that in. And then will we have anybody left to actually have a go at this or not? So it's only our military chappie. It's only Dimitri that has any action points left now. So can we switch it around to you to check the snares? Yes, we can. See if something is caught in snares placed around the camp. Okay, well, we might as well do that then. Let's have a little go and just see if anything has wandered into the snares. And we have. We got a thing. I don't know what it was. What did we just catch? What was that? What have we got? A chipmunk. Alvin, no! Okay. Right. So we have ourselves a chipmunk, which we could roast over the fire right now. We could do that on grilled food. We could roast an animal. However, what we could do is we could wait until tomorrow, get action points back, and then do a solid grill. Because we've got scrap metal, we can gather loads of wood, it's fine, and then structure stuff is fine. And then that makes it better. We can smoke the meat. It's safer to eat. It's probably better. And we've got soup now to have. So everyone can have a bit of soup now to tide them over. So there we go. Yeah, have your snow root and dandelion soup, whatever it is. So yeah, we'll get you some soup, you some soup, you and you. Oh no, hang on. No, we ran out of soup. I wasn't looking. I was looking over at the status things there. So that just there. So, oh my goodness me. Look at the complete lack of status things going on. That's lovely. You're very tired, however. You are exhausted. This guy's a little bit weary. Poor Edward down here. He's properly exhausted. Could we... Oh no, we can't build anything, can we? We're out of action points. Let's send him over here then. So actions. Edward, go there. Have a little rest. Just have a little sit down. We do need to get something properly constructed over there because it does look a little bit naff, doesn't it? But there we go. Oh, and it turns out Edward is a short sleeper. So this character doesn't need much sleep. They get rid of tiredness faster by resting in a shelter, which is what he did. So hopefully he will now be fully recovered and will not be tired for the next day. So he'll have all his action points, which is lovely. Okay, so we just had a little chat about the attack on the train and there's no survivors and all that kind of stuff. We saw that little talk last time out, but yeah, it's where this lady here drops in the, well then I hope help will come tomorrow kind of line. Yeah, keep waiting for tomorrow. So now let's have a look. What do we want to do? How about hypochondriac? Because she does keep complaining it's cold and all that kind of stuff. Let's see if it's about her. After so many days, scurvy symptoms should be noticeable. Sleepiness and muscle aches were a prelude. And now, of course, it's him. He's the hypochondriac. Of course. I wonder if this will reveal a thing about him. Oh, stop it with this moaning, Alexei. You're such a hypochondriac. Symptoms of frost, these things are in the way, aren't they? Symptoms of frost are more palpable, and before you feel the effects of scorbutus, you'll be long gone from starvation. What's scorbutus? I don't know what that is. Well, yes, that would be correct. Okay. Do you agree with me? My goodness. No, I can see your nervousness and fatalism. This is exactly what happens with scurvy, just before effusions appear. Right, so he's adamant we're all going to get scurvy. Okay, are you a doctor? Damn it. No, but I studied medicine for 2 years. Cholera doesn't threaten us here. Well, I don't know if he did study medicine for 2 years. Got no idea if he did. I mean, he's a learned man. Maybe he did. Let's go for that. I don't know if that's a lie or not. No, but I studied medicine for 2 years. I mean, that's quite good. Do you know Latin? It so happens that I know. As my uncle used to say, medice cura te ipsum. Okay, so we got medicine, cure, something. I didn't do Latin. This is a joke, and one in very bad taste. This is no joke. With this knowledge, instead of feeling sorry for yourself, you should be helping us. Okay, that did not go entirely well, did it? They had a little bit of a bicker around the campfire at the end of the day. Never mind. Okay, day 7, and Chappie here, Edward, has got rid of all of his tiredness. So he was exhausted, but he's lost the exhausted status, he's lost fatigued, and he's now he's ready and raring to go. That is excellent. Everybody has got their action points, which is wonderful. Now, people are hungry, so I'm wondering if we try and get this thing constructed. Let's go to here. Let us upgrade our little food thing. So we've got the pot. Let's then add ourselves a solid grill. This is very good. So we've got loads of metal. Optional tool. Let's get a hammer on that one. Wood. Yeah, a load of sticks. That should do the job. Structure. We've got loads of stone. Okay, so now we just need a couple of people. I mean, those two worked quite well last time. And he might get his action points back, which would be very lovely indeed. So yeah, let's make this. Let's get ourselves a proper grill. There it is. There's the grill. I mean, I don't know why we needed quite so much stone to make this, but okay, that's fine. So there we go. We've got a proper grill. And now, if we look at this, can we smoke some stuff? So can we smoke this meat? So if we say raw meat, we've got... Oh, hang on. Oh, no, hang on. What do we do with this then? How do we make raw... How do we get the raw meat? We've got the whatever it was, the chipmunk. How do we make the chipmunk into the meat? Do we need to chop it up first? Do we need to prepare the animal? I'm not sure how we get the meat. I'm wondering if we need to get ourselves a knife. That might be quite useful. I imagine we might need a knife to chop apart the poor little chipmunk. So we've got enough stuff to make the knife. Let's just go to sharp and pick I mean, yeah, a cut stone would do the job probably. That's going to be fine. Does it make any difference if we change that to a bit of metal? We've got quite a lot of metal. Structure 1, structure 2. Oh yeah, it's a bit sharper. Maybe we should do it with a bit of metal. So use a bit of metal to make our proper knife. Who would like to come over here and make a knife? Okay, so Chappie up here is a perfectionist. So Dimitri likes to do things properly, but I think that's more about making, it says they're solid structures. He's not actually making a solid structure. He's actually just crafting something at an existing structure. However, and I think somebody pointed this out in the comments of the last video as well, this chap here, who we have been using to build things, we possibly shouldn't be using him to build things because he's messy. So he does not work precisely. The quality of their construction is lower and the credit of others constantly decreases. That's not good, is it? That's not good. We've used somebody who's lowered the quality of the things we've made. Never mind. It's done. We can't do anything about it now. It's sort of all finished. But yeah, we must remember that he's not our crafting man. Everybody else is okay at crafting stuff. He's very good at crafting the structures. But yeah, let's not use him for crafting anything anymore. You can just go and do other things. So over here, let's get Chappie in then. Let's get you to make this knife. So let's get that. Let's get some of that. We'll create ourselves a knife, and then maybe we can use the knife on the animal to turn it into meat. Other than that, I don't really know how to get meat. Oh, it says there in the workshop, manufacture tools, traps and weapons, animal flaying. It sounds very unpleasant. Do we need an upgrade for this? A hardened table, that's for breaking materials, metal workshop, or a game flaying point. There we go. So we can skin the animal. Okay, right. That's fine. Oh, have we ran out of sticks again? Again, can we not just go to a tree? There's a tree right there. Okay, right, we need an expedition to go and grab some sticks. My goodness me. Okay, yep, send expedition. Well, you're not very good at much else, so you can do that. You can go with him. You two can go and have a little wander around. We just need sticks. Plenty of sticks. Cones from there. Needles from there. Yeah, we need sticks particularly. So, yeah, let's have a look at this. Oh, there's loads of these renegades around both of those points. That's not helpful. Not helpful. We've only got a certain amount of days to check the back of the train. Right, a load of sticks. We'll take everything except the poisonous mushrooms, because that sounds like a very silly idea. Where haven't we been? We haven't been there. Why don't we have a little wander about up here? Have an explore up there and just see what there is. Have we got anything good? Eggs? Oh, lovely. And arrows. Why have we got arrows? I'm not complaining. That's wonderful. Where are we? The dangerous backwoods. Okay, there's the burnt cottage. Why don't we go right up into that corner? Right into the corner of the map of the stone cliff. I would expect to find some bits of stone. And we'd lost some action points. That's fine. So we found some beans, some stones. Very nice. Cut stone, useful. And some rope. Not string, proper rope. Okay, we'll take that. And then we'll leave him with his action point. We shall return to camp with a lot of things. Right, good. Okay, back we go. And now we can make ourselves the game flaying point. So let's just get ourselves, some scrap metal. That should do the job for that. So right, so scrap metal, bit of string, some sticks, lovely optional tool. Let's use the hammer because that's good for building things. We will have you and you. Why not? There we go. So he's excellent to work with. Okay, yeah. So she might give him some morale as well because they get morale, don't they, when they work with her? I think. So okay. So let's make this. So now I've got a little bit there where we can chop up some animals, which is lovely. But, needs must. We've got to do it. Okay. So now we can go to here and we can skin an animal. Okay. Right. Let's get him to do that then. So let's pop the unfortunate little chipmunk there. Farewell, Alvin, or Simon, or Theodore. Right. And then we'll prepare the animal. So we didn't need the knife after all. Although we do have a knife now, which could be quite handy. And then we can go to here and we could say, okay, right, now let's smoke some food, get some smoked meat. And where would the meat be? Oh, probably at the end of there, I imagine. There we go. So then pop that. Oh, it's already done it. It's already located that. 10% fire level. So then we just want to get you on board doing that. So you can cook that. And that will make us some lovely smoked meat. Is that only one lot? One lot of smoked meat. Yeah. Okay, remains edible for a long time. Considerable hunger decrease. But we've not got anything else to eat. And people are quite hungry. And we've not got many action points left at all. We can sort the thirst. That's fine. Do you know what? He's out of action points and he's very tired. You can go and have a little rest. Go on. Go and have a little lie down. Oh, hang on. There you go. Right, you go and have a rest because you're exhausted. Yeah, what can we do then? What food can we make? So we need to actually make ourselves some food now. So we've got a bit of meat, which is good. How about then we do cooked food? What can we make then? Fruit, tea, eggs. We can do scrambled eggs because we have some eggs. We lack lard, weirdly enough. Did none of you bring lard on your train journey, you fools? That's not going to be good for sort of hunger, is it? Tea. As good as it should be for hunger. Tea should keep us through the whole thing. We should just drink tea entirely and it would see us through to the end. But here we go. What's that? That's some meat. We might have to make a soup again. Let's just get a soup in, shall we? Let's get ourselves some edible roots. Just there. And then a herb. Oh, the agony of choice. How about put some garlic in? Let's put some garlic in. There you go. A garlicky sort of root sort of soup thing. That might be quite nice. And then, we'll just put you there. So you cook that. That gets us some soup. And then we'll probably do that again with him, if we can. So, roots and garlic again. And we've got enough water. Yeah, so now just cook that again. So we've actually got an okay amount of food as well. Okay, good. So come out of that. Scroll over to the right. Let's give everybody some soup to get their hunger down. Can we give him soup while he's asleep? I assume he's okay with that. There we go. just I'll hold his mouth open and just pour the soup in. And these two are thirsty. So we can sort that out by just going, have a bit of water, have a bit of water. Yeah, there's quite a lot of tired people, which is unfortunate because he is using the bed. Even there's loads of room on there. There's loads of room. You could fit another person on there. Okay, so it's night time. They gather around and have a little chat. Anna, I think she's called Anna, isn't she? She and Alexia down here with the amazing sort of face fuzz, they just had a chat about negotiating with the renegades. And of course, that didn't go down very well because he sort of suggested it and she poo-pooed it. So let's have a look now. What can we go for here? Nowhere Man, a real lady. They're both interesting. Let's go for a real lady. Alexei Rabinovich, I consider you have been watching me for some time, as if you would like to ask something, but are embarrassed, which those two again. Yes, dear lady, you are right. Well, my sleeve rips off, and I wonder if you would be kind enough to sew it on. Okay. Excellent joke. Have I misheard what you said? Or please show this sleeve. Now, she's a fancy pants person. She's an aristocrat. So she is not going to be the one going, oh yes, I will go and sew these things on for you because I'm a woman. I imagine that's kind of where we're going with this. She's going to tell him to clear off. So I will just go for that. I'll go for, have I misheard what you said? Because she wouldn't do the sewing. She'd have probably people to do that, wouldn't she? She'd have servants or whatever. So we'll go for have I misheard. This is a very bad joke. Despite our situation, do not forget that we have not become barbarians. Please do not burden me with physical work, especially for your own needs. Okay, so that's not gone down well. Well, sorry for such an impudent request. I'm not angry. I'm just wondering where you get ideas about the customs and skills of women in my class. You must have read too many romance and adventure novels in which every woman must be like Penelope. Who's Penelope? Everyone in this group can be useful. Yes, I am a fan of novels. Everyone in the group can be useful. Well, first of all, I was hoping that everyone in this group would prove useful and contribute something to our joint efforts. Okay, right, yeah, these two have just been chatting entirely around the campfire, and these two just must be staring, going, yeah, I'm not getting involved. And I thought that during your extremely diversified studies, you at least came close to the theory of tailoring. To tell the truth, during my stay in St. Petersburg, I considered studying light engineering for some time, fascinated by the mathematical beauty of formulas needed to calculate the consumption of materials when sewing clothes on an industrial scale. Good God, that was a joke. I didn't know you were interested in tailoring as well. If you're interested, why can't you do it yourself? Just in theory. And that won't help me repair my sleeve. Okay, good. Right, nice to have joined in on that slightly weird chat. Oh, botherations. Right, okay, so it's heavy snow coming down at the minute, and our shelter has been covered in snow. However, that's the only thing that's been covered in snow. That's quite good. That's okay. Right, we need to get the campfire going. So these cones are good for nothing else. So let's chuck all of them onto the campfire. 47% campfire, that's good. Right, who wants to go and unsnow this or whatever the word is? You can do that. We're not going to let you build anything because now we know that you're rubbish. And using a tool means using a shovel, sorry, means that we might get the action point back. Do we want to? There's no real, it doesn't get snowy too often. And it's not really worth going to craft a shovel just so we can do this because we use the action point to make the shovel. Or do we just want to get a shovel as a tool anyway because we might as well? Because, yeah, it's no bad thing, is it? Hang on. Make us a shovel. So we've got a knife, a hammer, and a shovel. We've got the stuff for it. Yeah, okay, you come over here and make us a shovel. Why not? We might need to use it several times. So we can get one shovel done now. There we go. Shovel done. You come over here. You pick the shovel. And let's see if you can get your action point back. So you unsnow this, and he did get his action point back. He's still got 3. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, that was very, very good. Okay, now what we can do is you then, down here, you can do some water filtering. Because I think that's just a very simple job that you can do. So you do that. Now, how much water do we get out of this? I don't know. I didn't see. I wasn't looking at the thing. I was looking down here. How much do we get? 6. That's great. That's very encouraging indeed. Okay, and now can you do some cooking as well? Can you do some cooking? How about, eggs? Oh no, we haven't got the lard, have we? Weirdly enough, we lack lard. Grilled food. We could roast. Oh, we haven't got any meat, have we? Hang on. Hang on a minute. Over to the palisade. Check the snares. You can do that. You can just be the sort of the odd jobs man around the camp. You go and check if there's anything in the snares. And there is something in the snares. I don't know what it is. A ferret or something? What's that? A weasel. A Siberian weasel. Okay. And then you can then skin the animal as well. So let's pop the weasel onto there. Right. Prepare us a weasel, please, my good sir. So that's all his action points done. We got 2 meat out of a weasel. More meat on a weasel than a chipmunk. Well worth noting, okay. And then, can we make, over here, just get you to do it, say, can we get ourselves cooked food? Can we get some delicious stew in this? How much meat do we need? We need 4 lots. Does that cover 4? Yes, it does. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, let's add some, I don't know, St. John's wort, because why not? So yeah, cook that. That gets us some delicious stew. How much of the delicious stew do we get? 2 lots. Let's do it again. Okay, so meat, yes, please. And we'll make that one a bit different. Let's put some golden, no, that's medicinal. Let's put edible root into that. So roots, yeah, that's all right. That's your meat and root, like a root veg. So, yeah, okay. You cook that. This is good. Getting food supplies in. This is all good. Now, I imagine they perish, because that thing says it will remain edible for a long time. So we can't keep things for too long. But there we go. We've got some lovely stuff. So here we go. Considerable decrease to hunger. Slight for frost. Slight for fatigue. So it doesn't do anything for thirst. But let's give everybody some food. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, that worked out very well indeed. Okay, that's good. That's good news. Is anyone? No one else is hungry. She is cold. She's always cold, and she's also quite tired. So our action point remains. So what do we want to do now? I think we need to get this constructed a little bit better. It's not very good at the minute, is it? So how about? See, that's quite good. 2 people can rest in the shelter at the same time during the day. We have seen 2 or more people get tired. That's blankets. That would be good. But I think we need a cover first. I think we need a top to this, because this is a shelter. It's not really a shelter, is it? It's just a thing on the floor. So how about we get ourselves you and you. Let's see if you... yeah, do you know what? Do you want to get you and you? No, not you and you. I want the other person. Where is he? Not you. You. I can't see the things. Those things are in the way. I can't see those messages. Oh, actually, hang on. Before we do that, are they near this? Oh, of course. Yeah, there's one in the middle. Near both of those things. Of course there would be. We won't do an expedition today then. Let's try and get this thing upgraded. So we'll have you and you. And, right, structure. We've got some stone and wood. Hopefully we've got plenty of wood. What about those things? And then some more wood. We'll keep the sticks. What about the wooden logs? That should do the job. And then a tool. We will have ourselves a hammer for building. That's quite good. And we will upgrade this to have ourselves a proper solid cover. Oh, look at that. That's wonderful. That's better. That's so much better. Yes. Okay, good job. I like that. That's very good. And now we've just got Chappie on his own. Just Edward on his own. So I think what we do is let's put her into here to have a little lie down. So you can go and have a rest for now because you're tired. And hopefully that should keep the cold off you as well. So we could get him to do some stuff around the campfire to make some water because people are very, very thirsty. So we could go and do that. So let's get him to make some water. So yeah, you filter some water. That gets us a nice big amount of water as well. Do that again. Maybe. Do you want you to do that again? Yeah, do that now. So you go and do that. And then do you know what? We could just do it again. And then we've got some water for a little while. There you go. We'll just do that. We'll have loads and loads of water. We'll then give the water to the people that are thirsty. So, for everybody. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, day 9. Right, what's everyone like? Everyone wants a bit of food, but you know what, folks? We've got food. Oh, we've got some rotten food. Crikey. How long did we have that? That wasn't that long, was it? It must have been some soup. Okay, right. Okay, now we know that the food rots. Yeah, let's not give that to them. It's a considerable decrease to their hunger, but it's rotten. We can't give them rotten food. That's a terrible idea. It must have been some soup, I imagine. So let's give a couple of people some soup. So you and you can have soup. So that sorted out your hunger issues. And we do need to get some more stuff cooking. Or we could just give them some raw stuff, but it's just because it's clogging up the inventory. We've got bugs. And that's not going to make you ill, is it? I think if things that are going to make you ill says on it. I think it says, oh, it might give them indigestion or whatever. But yeah, we don't want them to have indigestion. That will be bad because that's going to make them grumpy and not get their full action points. Okay, what can we do in here? Can we build the beds? What does that do? A better cover. Okay, that's handy. An isolated bed. 2 people can rest in the shelter. Useful. So have we got enough stuff for that? Wood and material. Canvas. Yeah, we've got, actually, yes, this is absolutely fine. Right, so grab ourselves some of that maybe. Okay, and now get you and you, because you seem quite good at this sort of thing. And yeah, do some building. Can't see exactly what has been constructed in there. It looks the same. What have you just built? Hang on, can we see anything different? No. Just, I don't know, more stuff under there. But 2 people can now go and have a rest. And now we've only got 1 person that needs a rest, but at least that's done. How about then we go up here and we add on advanced traps. Increases the chance of catching animals in the traps. Get the palisading improved. How about this here? Path, so we can get ourselves some brushwood. So we can keep the fire lit. That might be useful. So 10 out of 5 sticks. Sharp, we'll stick some... Oh, bone. Bone might work. Got loads of that left over. And yeah, we'll get... Joe, what? We'll get you 2 again. You 2, go and use the hammer. And go and do some building. There we go. Bish bash bosh. Did that say camp morale up? Did I just see a thing there that said camp morale up? Oh my goodness me. That's a wonderful thing. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, good. So now we can go and gather some brushwood. So you, handyman. Ooh, an optional tool. A sack. That might be useful. Can we make a sack? We can alter fabric. It's not something we can do right now. Okay, right, it's one of these then. So it's not a game flame point. What's that do? That allows us to make weapons, so bows and arrows and what have you. That allows us to make a sack in the metal workshop. The sack isn't made of metal. What's going on there? Let's do this. Let's get this in. So we want a solid one of those. So yep, you 2 again, because you're good at making things, it seems. We use a hammer, sharp, we use some bone, material, we'll use some rag. Structure, anything. Wood. Oh, what about those branches? Does that work? Yeah. Okay, right, yes. Absolutely. Go and do that. So stuff going up. Action points come down. That's absolutely fine. Okay. So now somebody over here could make us a sack. So let's get her while she's here to then go to, is it clothes? Oh my goodness me, we can make warm clothes. Oh, we can put her in some warm clothes. You can stop complaining about being cold. Okay, where's a sack? Snowshoes. Oh, that's good. They reduce the loss probability while you're wandering around. A hatchet. More timber during expeditions. Oh yes, we're getting into some good things now. Right, material though. Canvas to make the bag. Oh, we haven't got enough string. We haven't got enough string. Hang on, we can make string. We can make string out of canvas with an optional tool of a knife. Yeah, do that. Make a bit of this. This is great. Okay, so crafting loads of string. That was lots of string. So now do that again. So use some canvas and string and sticks. Make a sack. So you can now craft us a bag. And then when Chappie then goes out to gather some brushwood, which we're going to do now, so you can then take a bag with you, my good sir. You can go out and do this. Nothing escapes my eyes. Is that all you grabbed? I think a lot escapes your eyes because you're in a forest and you seem to prefer to pick up twigs, but okay. And then we'll check the snares as well. Okay, so a little daily job. And we've got a bird. Okay, right you are. Right, and then you can then go over to there and then you can skin the bird. Okay, so the bird has been skinned. Right, so military guy Dimitri is exhausted. So let's put him over there to have a rest in one of the 2 slots, which is wonderful. I assume, right, can we put someone else in there at the same time? Because it might be worth just, I don't know, if she's got a rest meter but she's not really exhausted, maybe we can just put her in for now. And that means she's definitely not going to be fatigued for a little while. Because she can't do anything else. Because she's just got no action point. So yeah, might as well do that. So let's get rest. Let's put both of you in for a little rest. There you go. Look, have a little lie down, folks. And then it's just down to Edward to actually get some food ready. Okay, right. What food can we make? I mean, we've got smoked meat. And I don't want this to go off. So somebody can eat this. So how about you have that? You have the lovely smoked meat to sort your hunger out. You can eat up. And then you need some food up there. And then we need some water as well. Well, how about we just give everybody a bit of water? We've got loads of water. We have an abundance of water. And then you just need something to sort your hunger out. He does have 3 action points. We could just get him to build something. Get him to build some stuff. He's not bad at building stuff, is he? He's not terrible. He's a bragger and he's well educated. Yes, we've not got any sort of building modifiers. So what could we get constructed? What do we need around the place? We've fully upgraded the campfire, I did notice. All of the campfire is done. We've got everything around the campfire, which is very good. And do we get a bit over here? Do we start getting ourselves a well-equipped workshop? We start making pistols and rifles and things. A bear trap. Oh, yes. Or do we get ourselves a hardened table? Or do we go up to the palisade and start trying to do this? We can improve the action to check snares. And that also improves the action to check snares. Okay, we've been okay at doing that. Maybe we get this. Maybe we get this improved. Can we do that? Oh, no, we haven't got any great big wooden logs. Bother. Okay, let's not do that then. What about something over here at the quarantine point? I don't really think we need to do that. How about then? Yeah, let's do some of this. Let's get ourselves a hardened table, if we can do that. Have we got enough structure for that? Yes, and wood. Yeah, lovely. Okay, right, and you choose a hammer and put Chappie in it. So it's going to cost all his action points, but we should be okay. We should be okay. We can break materials. Don't know what that means, but okay, right, you do some building and stuff. So all your action points go, but we now do have ourselves a hardened table. I mean, it looks a bit rubbish. Although I'm saying that, I wouldn't have a clue how to have built this. I would not have a clue in real life. That's a mystery. It's a magical thing with chopped wood and knots everywhere. So, okay, right, that's done. Yeah, some proper traps would be good as well. Okay, I was just throwing some more bark onto the fire because it was a little bit low. And I've noticed there's a thing here that says renegades nearby. Are they nearby? They are nearby. Oh, I hope they go away. That's not going to be good, is it? I hope they actually do clear off because I don't want them coming round here and causing problems. Okay, let's go to the end of the day and just see what happens and if they actually find us or if they leave us alone. Okay, right, they're not leaving us alone. We've been found. Okay, right, you've been afraid that this moment would come since the beginning of this grim adventure. Your camp has been discovered. A trampled branch snapped between the trees, and as soon as you waved the torch, which I didn't realise we had, but okay, a figure made a run for it. Is this one of the thugs? But why hasn't he shot you? Or is it some survivor who took you for the renegades? Okay, let him run, call for him convincing that you are not criminals. Anna runs after him, Dimitri runs after him, Alexei runs after him, or Edward. Dimitri is more likely to catch him. Anna, I would say no. I would say Alexei, no. Edward might, but he's a military man. He's going to be very sort of fit, isn't he? He's going to be sort of, well sort of trained to do all this kind of stuff. I think we go running after him. We can't let him run away because then he might report the position back to a load of people that come and shoot us with guns. So I think let's get Dimitri to run after him. Go on, Dimitri. You're on the case. Oh, I think you've been injured. Dimitri Sokolov jumped up and chased after the unwanted guest. A better knowledge of the area gave him an advantage, and the captain overthrew the fugitive on the edge of a nearby canyon. Where did he get strength for such a sprint? It's probably a determination that the renegades could not discover your camp. Both fighters struggled over the cliff for a moment, then Dimitri pushed the stranger into the chasm. The captain gets up triumphantly, but there is a knife in his stomach. Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Right, that's going to be quite bad. You quickly check the bottom of the canyon. What, with the knife sticking out of you? And the man broke his neck and stares with dead eyes at the starry sky. You recognise that he is one of the thugs who are finishing the wounded off after the disaster. So it's a good job we didn't let him go, because he would have come back and brought a load of people with us. The thug has a rifle on him, but he must have used up all the bullets before. Probably it only saved you from being shot in the camp. You rip off his warm clothes and cover the corpse with snow. Have we acquired some warm clothes? That would be good. Oh, crikey. A walking table. Okay. Can Siberia surprise you with anything else? Well, maybe. The table you were working at has been poorly secured, and when the night frost cut the soil, the whole workshop began to slide dangerously into the nearby ravine. What? You rushed to save it. It's so heavy. You've made a lot of effort to stabilise the structure. Why have we built the workshop near a ravine? That's an idiotic idea. Okay, day 10 rolls around. The palisade is under snow. I think the workshop looks fine. I don't know what that little thing was saying the workshop's going to fall off a ravine. The workshop looks like it's nowhere near a ravine to me, but okay. Right, we need somebody to go and clear this. I wonder who it's going to be, handyman. But you do have the shovel, so let's see if you can actually keep your action point, which you did. Yay! So that was just a free thing. Yeah, that shovel was actually quite a good idea. Good job, shovel. Well done. Okay, right. So, have we got food for people to eat? Have we got more rotten stuff? Okay, right, hang on. We should... Right, hang on. What was that then? We've still got the meat. We've got the raw meat. So how about we go up here then? Let's see if there's anything in our traps. So let's go and send you out to see if there's anything in the snares, which there is not today. Go and gather some stuff as well in a bag, if you would be so kind, because this is good. Yeah, I like this. I like these little bits. One load of sticks. Pine cones. They're good. They're good because we can just chuck them on the fire and they're absolutely fine. So 1, 2, 3. You know what? Let's put more on. 50% fire. That's okay. Right, now what do you want to do? So he's got one action point left. Everyone else is looking okay. Right. We might need to treat this. We might need to sort this out. He's bleeding. Right. We need to go up here. Can we do something whereby we can make bandages? We've got medical tools. We can't make a bandage there. Is it that there or this a cover? Yeah, I thought their medical tools might be a thing where we could make... unlocked items bandage. No, we can make a bandage. Hang on, medicine there. Bandage from some material. Okay, you go and do that then. Go and create us a bandage out of some rags. That will do the job just nicely. So you do that, which then we can apply to him pretty much straight away. So, yep, you there. Have a bandage for the bleed. Oh, no, I've done it again. Not there. You there. There we go. That just stopped the bleeding. Okay, that's good. In fact, everyone's very hungry. He also has a stomach wound. Perform wound dressing action in the quarantine point. Okay, what did we need for this before? Just some material and some water. Okay, right. Chappie, you get over there and have some material, have a bit of rag. Right, you do that, because that's what it said to do. So wound dressing. So hopefully that sorted your stomach out. Right, and now you're just hungry. That's fine. Right, okay, let's get cooking. Okay, so we've got some stew and some soup. So that guy's very hungry, so he can have the stew. That's now cleared his hunger entirely. I don't know about the rest. You can have the stew. You can have the soup. You can have the soup. Okay, so nobody's hungry. Excellent. You want a bit more water. Absolutely sorted. Okay, right. All the requirements are done. We've just got some fatigued people now. So we could put you straight in there. Oh, no, but we don't know if we need to put both people at the same time. But certainly you can have a rest. Do we need to go out exploring? Hang on, where are the people? We missed his thingamajigger. Never mind, we missed his mission, but I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. And yeah, these people are wandering around in dangerous positions. We can't really just go strolling into here because they're going to see us and they're going to shoot at us and we're going to get injured again. There's more of them up there. Oh, crikey, there's loads of them. Okay, 3 lots of them. Yeah, we do need some defences, though, which makes me think that maybe we should look over here at getting ourselves some weapons. But these are rubbishy weapons. I think we need to get some proper weapons. And was that there? A well-equipped workshop. That lets us make pistols, rifles, and bear traps. I like the idea of making ourselves some rifles, because defence sounds like a good thing. Maybe we do this. Let's get you two on this job. So you do that. Wood... Oh, we've not got enough wood. We've not got enough wood. We do need to go out a-wandering. Okay, right, let's go out then. Let's just go very quickly. Come on, we must be able to find some sticks. What about down here? We could search on the rail line. We've got no action points. It does confuse me. Have we got action points, but we can still search? Does this make it more likely we're going to get lost or what? I don't know, but we're on the rail track. Ammo. Oh, that could be useful. Feathers and stones and things. Okay, we still fail to find anything sticky in a wood. Okay, we'll have to return to the camp. Just go back home. We've got a great many things. I forgot we picked up clothes, didn't we? We picked up the clothes from the guy that we lobbed off a cliff or whatever it was. So we've got his clothes and his gun. Could we equip her with those clothes? Yes. she's now wearing a lovely kind of fleecy jacket, which might hopefully keep her a bit warmer because she gets cold very quickly, which I guess is fair because everyone else is wearing relatively sort of hardy things. I mean, he's got a scarf on, he's got a high neck thing, he's got sort of a collar. She's wearing a dress, which I imagine, is more for show rather than sort of, Siberian survival. So there you go, you can have that. I do notice down here that says a broken rifle requires repair in the workshop. Can we repair a rifle? I think we'd need that. I think we'd need the well-equipped workshop because that unlocks the rifle, and then I guess we'd have a repair option in there or something like that. So I don't think we can do it right now, which is a bit of a shame because that would be very, very handy. Okay, right. So we've got him. He's got 2 action points left. What do we want to do with this guy? We could just do some admin. So here it says rag. Cutting canvas or leather into rags allows you to make better use of this material. So I guess we cut up a great big bit of cloth into a smaller bit, and then that gives us more use when it's in smaller bits. So why don't we just go around and start doing some of this? So yeah, we've got a couple of knives, of course, one that was wedged in his stomach. So we'll do that. So we've got 1 bit of canvas. So we'll pick you. So you can go and do that. So there you go. Let's get us some rags. We've at least got some stuff. And then you've got 1 action point left. Oh no, you've got 2 because the knife let you keep it. Oh, crikey. Okay, right. Well, what else can you get up to? He could gather some brushwood. We didn't do that. So let's get him going out to do that. Are you going to find anything? And that used 2 action points. Oh, okay. Why did it use 2? Oh, does he not like doing menial tasks or something? Is that one of his things? Oh, right. Morale drops during the makeshift action and after each small action, which is what that was because it uses 1 action point and they have a chance to waste an additional AP. So that's unfortunate. So he wasted his action point. Okay. Right. Let's put you 2 in the little sort of tent thing. So Madam and Chappie can go and have a rest. So yeah, you and you. Yeah, look, she's got a proper coat on. I like that. So you 2 have a rest. Action points done. Nobody is thirsty. Nobody is hungry. That is looking very good indeed. There are dramatic stories that still have a good ending. There are sad stories that end in a bittersweet way. Yours will end soon, but unfortunately, the ending will be unpleasant. Yes, I got some sense of unpleasantness by the fact there's a massive skull just here. After dark, the camp was surrounded by bandits, giving you no chance to escape. Without guns, you can't even resist. As soon as the first shots are fired, you surrender. The thugs make you kneel in the firelight, hands on your head. The oldest of them is starting to wander around the camp, digging up your belongings with undisguised admiration. Oh, how settled you are here. Well, well. I take my hat off to you because other passengers bit the dust long time ago. The man corrects the binoculars on his nose. Nu? What's that mean? Nu? You caused us trouble. Couldn't you get slaughtered by the train? Yeah, sorry. We decided that we didn't want to get brutally murdered to death, so we thought we'd try and go away somewhere and wait for, rescue. Apparently help was going to come tomorrow. I don't believe that anymore. Oh dear. The boss explores the camp for a while, then squats before you. Finally, we nosed out your hideout, birdies. It definitely took more time than I would like, therefore we'll now speed up. Tell me politely how many companions you have and where they are now. And don't shake your head like that because in a moment my boys will get on with you. We'll carefully count how many beds you've had here, for how many portions you shared your food, how many different shoes were imprinted in the snow. Nu, what does that mean? What does nu mean? I don't know what that means. Nu, the longer you keep silent, the more it will be painful for you soon. The thugs begin to chortle ominously from behind. Game over, you didn't survive. We got found and then got brutally executed. Oh, well, that's a shame, isn't it? We were doing so well. Our camp looked absolutely wonderful. We had proper stuff in the camp. But yes, we just lack some weapons. And also maybe we're supposed to go and take out some of the people. Maybe if we arm ourselves, we then go and try and take out some of those renegades and we kill them, take them down, capture them. I don't know, but maybe if we remove the numbers of them, they're less likely to find us. Maybe because we had the fire on too high, it made us really obvious to spot. I do not know, but whatever the case, we have been killed again and we've not made it through. Help certainly did not come tomorrow. The name of the game's a massive lie. Don't believe it, folks. No help's come twice now. We've waited for ages. But there we go. It was not to be this second time around, but at least we got to see more of the crafting stuff and more of the character interactions. Got to see more of what we can do with all the different, materials and what have you. And yeah, I enjoyed that. I think that run was more fun. given, we actually survived a bit longer. But yeah, we also got to get on with more stuff, more action points. Our people could do more things. Yeah, it was a more enjoyable sort of run rather than the middle difficulty, which always felt like we were, sort of trying to push a massive boulder up a hill kind of thing. At least this one, we could get our teeth stuck into it a little bit, even if we were brutally executed at the end there. But never mind, it's clearly a very, very challenging game. Hopefully, though, you have enjoyed this. If you have, then please do leave a like. That would be very, very lovely indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other stuff and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. She's still heartbroken. She's still sick. Oh, Colleen, this is not your day, is it? Sean Bazzini is going to defecate. How's the lounge looking? Do you like the plants? I left them there especially for you guys. Is there some sort of terrible apocalypse which I need to know about? He's just defecated in a bush.